This episode is sponsored by Overcast, an independent podcast app that embraces the open world of podcasting instead of locking it down. No exclusives, no premium content, no paywalls, just a great podcast app for everyone. Get it for free in the App Store. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Blastropodcast presents Muffed Movies! My name is Mark Aloysius Soloff, and here on Muffed Movies, America's favorite movie parody podcast, we have Universal celebrity Grant Howitt! Grant!
Hello, good evening. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Grant is in the eventide as he's in England, and I'm in good old USA, if it's still USA by the time you're hearing this.
You're in the afternoon tide?
I'm in the afternoon tide, that's right. Grant, it's good to have you back. You are no longer a stranger to muffing.
No.
For those of you who are joining us for the first time, Muffed Movies is a comedy podcast where we improvise famous movies by memory, using only our voice acting abilities and some tiny notes.
Oh, that's so small.
So tiny. We seek to bring joy into your mundane, meaningless little lives.
To the
That's right.
The pathetic excuse that you have for a life, and we've decided to briefly benedict you. Is that the verb? Yeah, we're offering a benediction in the form of a Christmas movie.
That's right. Yeah, little late.
Well,
but
I mean,
we got there.
Mark, by your release schedule, I'm sure we can get it for 2021.
Fuck you. Mark Soloff, not good at follow through. But we're going to follow through with this episode. So today's episode is the famous Love to Hate or Hate to Love, Love Actually, a movie with a cavalcade of British celebrities and one American celebrity. If you count Laura Linney as a celebrity.
I guess she must be a celebrity because she was in this film.
I think she was in Twister,
Ooh.
the tornado horror film.
Tornado survival horror.
Sneaks up on you.
It's got a knife!
Yeah. That's the rules. Grant, do you have anything real quick that you need to plug?
We haven't established the rule. We haven't established that we're going to do this in 45 minutes or less.
Oh, fuck you.
It's a
I was trying to softly phase out that bit.
Fine, okay. Then we're going to do this in about 2 hours over the course of 2 or 3 episodes.
I mean, realistically, fucking 4 hours, and then I'll chop it down to 2.
Yeah. Anything I want to plug, you can go to I'm a games designer. I design games when I'm not remembering films badly. So you can go to rrdgames.com, check out my games. Some of them are funny, some of them are serious, some of them both. But most of them are good.
I can vouch for that.
A subdued endorsement.
I'm sorry. I'm nothing if not honest. I learned that from George Washington.
You are
my
nothing.
Great-grandfather. The nothing. Hey, let's just do the never-ending story over.
I've never seen it. I've only ever listened to the muffing, so it'd be pretty derivative, I fear.
Oh, weird. You would hate it.
Yeah, it didn't sound good. I don't really like George Lucas at the best of times.
Then you'll hate Jim Henson.
Was it Lucas who did the never-ending story?
I think it was a Henson.
Henson?
I think it was.
Okay.
I think it was Jim Henson.
I'm okay with Jim.
It's interesting. Like, I always want to talk with you and catch up and like learn about what's going on in your life. And unfortunately, we're always on a time crunch because in your neck of the woods, it's later at night, and you have filial responsibilities to your liege lord.
I've got to go out and till the fields, sir.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen. I'm ready to rock.
All right, get ready, ladies and gentlemen, for some choice improv. For now begins the tale of Love Actuale.
It is a time of Christmas. England. Winter settles in. Its hoary old tits dragging across the country. We see real couples, real families welcoming each other at the airport as the British Prime Minister says how great it is to meet people at Christmas and how really the world's about love. Actually, if you think about it. Whoosh!
Christmas cut. we see in a flurry of white snowflakes, the screen resolves into a recording studio. We see the nonplussed working man's face of the manager of legendary aging rocker Billy Mack. Now, Grant, real quick.
Yeah.
There's so many characters in this movie.
Yes, there's a lot of characters, aren't there?
So I'm going to say their actor, if their actor is a notable actor, after their character names when we introduce them, so the audience can get just a goddamn idea of who we're trying to talk about.
Mark, I really hope that all the plot lines don't survive to the end of our muffing. I think that we can do some things which the director never could, which is to cut out a significant part of this film and introduce supernatural elements.
Oh, crap. Well, I'll just throw out this... this line-for-line shooting script I had to buy off of eBay for $400.
I had to hustle off I had to suck some guy off in an LA bar to get this the script. All right.
Yeah. So, the manager of legendary aging rocker Billy Mack sits nonplussed, watching his liege lord Billy Mack behind the microphone.
All right, Billy, I need you to sing this Christmas track one more time down the microphone, okay?
Oh, jeez, man. You know, my name's Billy Mack, and I'm a legendary rocker, you know what I'm saying? I might look a lot like Bill Nye, not that Bill Nye, but the British Bill Nye that, you know, who played the octopus captain in Pirates of the Caribbean. Anyway, yeah,
right, that's not crucial right now. Can you just can you sing the song, please?
Sure thing, tender love. I'm just gonna sing this little song. And a one, and a two, and a love is all around me.
Nah, I'm afraid you got it wrong. And
I feel it.
You got to see Christmas is all around you.
Oh, that's right.
We're doing Christmas like a song. Everything in this film is underpinned by the magic of Christmas.
Right, we're doing a Christmas rip-off version of my famous song that people know me for, as a last-minute cash grab to try to prop me up.
From what I could tell, originally it was sung by Wet Wet Wet, and you just covering it for some reason.
I don't know what Wet 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 is, but it sounds like a good time, man. All right, here we go. Christmas all around me.
That's the stuff.
So stuff your stockings up there, America.
The camera pans out of the music zone. What's the word? Recording studio? Out of the recording studio.
A sound box.
Out of the sound
box. The
box.
music prison.
Out of the note gulag. And down to an apartment where we can see Jamie, Colin Firth. That's me, Colin Firth. That's what he sounds like. He's absolutely head over heels in love with his girlfriend, and he's on his way to a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, darling. I have to go off to this wedding, but I just love you so much. Just so absolutely, and nothing could ever go wrong.
Yeah, I love you too. Whatever's. Anyway, aren't you going? I got a busy schedule today.
No, yes, I have to dash off to this wedding, but I just want to say, oh, you're just so beautiful. Even when you're sick and you can't come to the wedding, I just want to give you a little kiss. Oh, you're just so. Oh, I'm so happy. Listen, have 20, 30 pounds from my wallet. I'm sure nothing can go wrong. Here's the deed to my kidneys, and I'll be off. Good day.
All right. Are we out of condoms? Good foreshadowing.
Why on earth did she ask if we're out of condoms?
Smash cut to the office. Grant, do you know what kind of business this is? Because we're going to see this office a lot.
Everyone in this film, from what I can tell, is broadly involved with word processors. It's never strictly underlined what anyone does aside from the Prime Minister, but they all seem to earn enough money to have nice big houses in London.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I'm gonna assume it's a magazine. Let's say it's Fab Magazine, the hottest new magazine for teens to learn about their favorite celebrities.
Okay, great. Daniel is here.
The camera slowly zooms in to the opulent and prestigious Fab Magazine headquarters. We see the giant scarlet F illuminated in neon as Christmas snow softly lands and melts upon its fabulous sign. Into the gigantic picture window atop the penthouse, we zoom into the office of, Daniel.
Yeah, this is Daniel's house. Daniel lives above the Fab Magazine offices, apparently.
Yeah, Fab Magazine. Just
Fab
getting their day
magazine
started.
editor Daniel, played by Liam Neeson.
Okay.
Liam Neeson's sort of around here, isn't he? All right, there we go.
We see Liam Neeson
Hello.
sadly holding a early 2000s telephone in his hand. Split screen. He calls his best friend, Karen.
Sister.
Not the modern sense. She's not calling the cops on anyone, but it's Emma Thompson, the best actor in the movie.
Absolutely, the only person who delivers a competent performance. Maybe aside from Bill Nye.
Yeah.
Karen, are you there?
Hello? Hi, it's Karen.
I'm having a terrible day, Karen. I just need someone to talk to.
Sure.
I can't edit Fab Magazine anymore.
Why are you being such a tosser?
My wife. Hang on. Where's my accent gone? Hang on, sir. I'll get it back. My wife is... My wife. My wife is dead.
But what's wrong? Why are you quitting the magazine, you big poof? This is like how she talks to him. She's like verbally abusive.
I'm just not in touch with today's teens. Ever since the death of my wife, I just simply can't get in touch with all of their hip bops and their fun tunes.
Look, I'm very busy being the sister of a very important man, as we'll learn later. So I'd love to comfort you about your wife's death, but fuck all, piss off, zip up, bye.
Oh my God.
Hangs up on their FaceTime call.
Liam cries heavily. Sorry, Jamie. No, Daniel. Daniel cries heavily into his keyboard, and it sputters and sparks, further corrupting an article he was writing about the latest crop tops for teens.
We see Karen turn to her wee little daughter, who's dressed up absurdly as a lobster.
Hello, Mama!
Where's your holiday pageant costume gone?
No, this is my holiday pageant costume. I'm dressed as a lobster, ain't I?
You're a holiday lobster in the manger with baby Jesus?
Yeah, seafood in Jerusalem.
Well, I thought he was kosher. Iris out. And Irish out, Liam. As we travel to another office. By the way, in the actual movie, this stuff is basically a montage. It's these tiny little scenes just happening rapid fire. So you don't have time to realize what a boring movie it is because they're serving you 10 boring movies simultaneously.
Bad films showed at the same time.
Another office. Let's say Fab Magazines. Oh, look,
it's Fab Magazine's rival.
But
Whiz.
No, Grant. What's it called?
Fab Magazine's rival, Whiz. Sorry, were you going to correct me on improv there?
I was gonna say it can't be a different one because didn't we establish any of the characters in Fab, or just that Liam Neeson lives above Fab?
Oh, sorry. Well, what we established, Mark, was that Liam Neeson used to be the editor of Fab Magazine, which is not in the film.
But he quit, Grant.
He quit. Okay, cool. Okay, yes. So back at Fab Magazine, they're mourning the loss of Liam Neeson and his wife.
I love your combativeness. It's taking me back to old times. So we're in another office, Whiz Magazine, we've established. What? Quim? Quim Magazine?
The edgy lesbian magazine, Quim.
That will mean nothing to our American listeners, but to the Brits, their tits are popping off with comic excitement.
They're robbing their jollies with laughter.
They're stifling a polite giggle. Quiz Magazine, the magazine. What did you say? It's
Whiz.
Okay.
Whiz.
Gotcha. The rival magazine to Fab, Whiz Magazine's offices. Colin, not to be confused with Jamie, who is played by Colin Firth.
Absolutely not.
The character Colin, who's played by Chris Marshall, who's someone I don't know at all.
He was in adverts for BT.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was a pirate of the Caribbean, but
yeah, most of these people have been pirates of the Caribbean or somewhere else at some point in their lives.
Colin, a tall drink of water, comes in and just like overzealously is handing out lunch to the staff. I guess he works in catering later, but I guess he
distributes sandwiches for a living in some capacity. Oh, hello there. Do you have the sandwiches for us? says a lady.
Oh, do I have a sandwich for you, beloved? Here we go. Colin unzips his fly and pulls out what you'd expect to be some sort of crude dick pun, but is actually just a small X-Acto knife, which he uses to cut open a cellophane wrapper on a sandwich. For me, dear lady love, allow me to squire you a sandwich, eh?
Thanks very much. She chows down on that tuna melt.
As she turns away from him, the movement of another woman's hair catches his gaze, and the sexually voracious Colin swoops into the other side of the office. Would you care for me to uncork me lady's bottle? He says, showing her a can of ginger beer.
I'm quite sure I don't like you, says the mysterious woman with a sort of Lego haircut. I'm quite sure I don't like you. Give me my sandwich and be on your way.
Well, okay. Colin slinks off until finally he sees the last woman in the office. He spins around her swivel chair to make oaths and mouths at her, but he sees it's just a scarecrow with lipstick on.
All the women have gathered behind him with a net. He's been distracted by the scarecrow. They throw the net over him and bundle him outside and down the stairs, stealing his sandwiches.
I'll have sex one of these days. Smash cut. 2. What is this? Ancient Greece? Oh, the beautiful, opulent columns. This must have been the palatial environment of an emperor. Oh, wait. The camera starts to zoom out, and we see a film crew on the set of a well-appointed pornographic shoot. Perhaps the most expensive porno ever filmed is in this like decadent, opulent Donald Trump penthouse of a bedroom.
Diamond Tits 8 reads the fun clapper thing they do before they shoot the device. What's the clapboard? Is that the word?
It's probably clapboard.
You know the guy?
All of my big Hollywood film friends are just flipping out right now. The clapper. The klaxon. Yeah. I don't know what it's called. Mark 17, light test, take 8, and action!
Oh, right. Hello, it's me, Martin Freeman. Hi, hello there. Yes, hi, yes. Martin Freeman, over here. And he does that thing with his face, which he equates to acting. He just sort of widens his mouth out in a slim line.
Shots fired at Bilbo Baggins. But what's this? He's doing a distinctly un-Hobbit-like activity. We see him, Martin Freeman, dry humping the backside of a nice British lady named Judy.
A Welsh woman.
She's Welsh?
She's Welsh. From the valley, she is.
Grant, you're going to really have to help me out with these...
it's not a problem.
Finding out the difference between these UK people.
It'll be just like that time that we did The Matrix, and all of my accents were just New York. I couldn't do Chicago. New York!
Oh, isn't that a right good rogering?
Is Liam Neeson here?
That's me, James McAvoy.
I'm choking to death.
I was just pretending to be Judy. Sorry. I'll let you two finish your little fuck.
It comes out. It comes out. It is shown that these two people are stand-ins for some sort of sexual scene. They are there to get the lighting right. So John and Judy are humping beautifully and having a slightly awkward conversation.
This is why this is good that this movie is British, because they are being polite to each other and in an awkward situation. If these were Americans, the guy would be like chuckling and saying something stupid, and the girl would be like, ugh. But instead, they're stiff uppering lip as they stiff up their lips.
Mm.
Anyway,
that's all right.
John says his nickname is Jack. Grant, is there any significance to Jack and Judy? Is that like
no, it'd be Punch and Judy? No, I don't believe so.
All right. How's Judy sound real quick before we leave the scene?
Oh, Judy sounds like she's from the valleys. She's Welsh, you see. Unfortunately, you see, not much actually goes on in this scene. It's very... It's just... Again, we're all just establishing character. Neither of these two have any.
Yeah, and their plot line is pretty much just for people who are wanting the movie to get a little more horny.
Okay, listen. How about that? I'll show you my breasts. And then let's just excise these two from the film entirely. Let's put them in a rocket and shoot them into space.
All right. Well, it's me, Martin Freeman. So let's see him. Let's see those tatas. We'll take a lighting
Here we
check.
go. Left one, right one. Lovely.
Yeah, just like mine, but, larger. Anyway, isn't it funny, human anatomy? Oh, the floor's collapsed.
Liam Neeson walks in and shoots them both through the back of the head like injured horses.
Oh, no. These were not wolves.
Liam Neeson mistaking them for wolves or someone who touched his daughter. He shoots them, removing them from the film. Next!
Pew pew! Next, says Jack Black, and we fade into a choich. Ah, yes. Mark, played by Andrew Lincoln, who you might know as Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead.
Rick Grimes!
Coral. Is standing next to Peter, whose name is...
Go for it.
Chiwetel Ejiofor?
Yeah, that's about right.
I've never heard the name pronounced, and I apologize in advance. But you might recognize this actor from Doctor Strange as Baron Mordo.
These Mark walks up. All right, Peter, is everything okay? Are you comfortable considering you're about to get married in this church?
Yes, being the groom, I've been, imagining this day for a long time, and I'll tell you what, Mark, I don't want any shenanigans, any surprises.
No, there's no shenanigans here. Absolutely none.
The tiny goat horns of the trickster Mark begin to pop through his curly hair.
He pushes them back down. Ow, ow.
You'll recall my bachelor party, or as we in Britain call it, a stag affair.
A stag do, yes, that's correct.
You'll recall at my stag do, we were going to have a quiet evening of playing Settlers of Catan.
Yes.
And you invited sex workers.
35 Brazilian sex workers of indeterminate gender. That's correct.
And just to make sure that everyone who's watching this movie knows that we think gay panic is funny, they turned out to be blokes. Oh, what a night.
I'm terribly sorry I hired men when it was supposed to be women you were having sex with. It's unclear whether we had sex with the men, but probably not.
It is. Ooh, and here comes the opposite of man, the platonic beauty, the shining radiance of... Christina Aguilera. Mark.
Christina descending on a platform from the ceiling. Christina Aguilera is there. She's got assless chaps on. The chaps are also thighless and crotchless. It's just a pair of legs. She's got stapled on like a park flasher. She's singing about how dirty everything is. It looks like Mark's arranged another scam. No, another joke.
Okay, pagans, it's I. Please, my child, I need to make a wedding happen. It's me, the priest of the church. Christina Aguilera, I banish thee back to the gates of hell. Poof. And behind
Christina
her,
Aguilera vanishes in a pentagram.
Through the sulfuric smoke, we see a shard of light, followed by Pirates of the Caribbean's own Keira Knightley. Da 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 da. That's from Independence Day.
Yeah, cool. How does the Pirates theme tune go?
Ho 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 he ho ma he go ba he ba da he. And now I'm remembering Skyrim.
Keira Knightley. 17-year-old Keira Knightley when this was shot. Fun fact.
Wow.
17-year-old Keira Knightley walks out, and she looks beautiful. She's there accompanied by an old man we can presume is a father or some sort of god.
We guard the 17-year-olds until they're of marriageable age, and then we just let them loose.
And we
call that a hen do.
We throw him in the nearest church, and we'll say we'll marry him. Mark is shooting.
Pew 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 pew.
Not in an American way. Calm down, other Mark. He's shooting on a video camera, and it looks like he's capturing the video of the event, and he's really excited to see Ms. Knightley. Sorry, Juliet.
Oh boy! Oh, this camera's battery life is so good. He's just a big tech head.
He's a real piece of shit. A lot of the people in this film are real pieces of shit.
That's true.
Smash cut to 10 Downing Street.
Are you, Grant, impressed that I keep on citing 10 Downing Street instead of what I initially thought of as home of the boss of England?
You have written that in as well.
Because 10 Downing Street is not a common knowledge thing for my countrymen.
Hey, well done for looking at.
I assumed it was where Sherlock Holmes lived.
No, that's next door, so he can be there for England challenging.
Yeah,
problems.
when his brother McAvoy Holmes is like, we must save the Queen again, and he's like, I'm busy thinking of dust.
Oh no, the Queen's exploded. Hop on my. Well, it's hop next door, I suppose. Anyway, we're at 10 Downing Street.
The home of the boss of England.
Hello, it's me. Hugh Grant. The Prime Minister walks in after having spilled his tea all over the red carpet they've laid out for him at 10 Downing Street, which is kind of like the White House, but for us little old Brits. And he is welcomed by a lady. Hello, Prime Minister.
Oh, hello. My name's, well, I seem to have forgotten my name, but that doesn't matter because I might as well just be called Prime Minister for the rest of this.
I'm not sure it's ever stated.
Anyway, so, I'm here to meet the staff, and as you know, I'm very nice, I'm very charming, and I don't like to work really on affairs of state, so, what is your name, Miss?
My names are important. I'm kind of a dick, but it doesn't really matter that much. Come, I'll show you the rest of the household stuff we have here.
I'm sorry, you're the butler or whatever.
Yes, I'm kind of the overall chief. Here's the head butler.
Ah, Mr. Head Butler, pleased to meet you.
Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you, Prime Minister. He's 200 years old.
Choice.
Here's the head torturer. Oh, sir.
Hello, my friend. That's all I have to say to you.
The head torturer reaches out with a hand like 3 cabbages stapled together and crushes Hugh Grant's palm in his grip. We have the head of tea, Mrs. Baronthwaite. Hello, sir!
Hello, head of tea. I will be doing a lot of communicating, and I look forward to working with you.
And finally, Martine McCutcheon is here.
Who we don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Was she in anything other than this?
EastEnders. She was in EastEnders.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's like Melrose Place.
Oh, okay.
But everyone's ugly.
Oh.
Aside from Martine McCutcheon.
Yeah, she's a quite pretty and nice-looking lady. This,
of course, is an absolute fucking heifer. says the main character. This slab of lard, this enormous rotund butter-filled balloon, this Christmas ham is Natalie.
Oh, well, hello, Natalie. Hugh Grant extends his left hand to shake. Oh, I'm sorry, where was my head? The left hand is the one that the wedding ring goes. Not that I'm thinking of marriage to you or anyone else. I'm the Bachelor King. I mean, Prime Minister. What am I? How are you?
Hello, sir. It's a pleasure to meet you. Don't touch her, Prime Minister. You'll get butter all over your hands.
Natalie turns angrily towards the head torturer who's talking so much shit, and then looks down and does notice there's a little bit of butter in between her ring finger and her pinky and the webbing of her fingers. Oh, fuck it! Oh! Everyone, the red alarm goes off. A swear in the 10 Downing Street. The Secret Service running.
Bundle her to the ground and start pushing socks into her mouth.
That's quite all right. Quite all right, boys. Leave off. It's okay. She didn't mean to say it, I'm sure. Natalie, do you recant your sin?
Yes, I do. I'm very sorry, sir. I'm sorry I done a fucking swear.
Go!
Smash cut.
Back to the wedding, and you're too late. They already said their vows. Wow. So Peter and Juliet are walking down the aisle. Remember, Peter is Baron Mordo, and Juliet is Pirates of the Caribbean's Keira Knightley. Mm-hmm. They're walking down. Everyone's throwing rice or whatever it is they throw at you.
Chips sitting. We have chips and like screwed up bits of like 1p and 2p coins. We'll throw as well.
Small nails.
Mm-hmm. Small nails. Yeah.
Yes, and so Mark is videotaping all of this as Peter walks by.
He's coming right up behind Keira. He's 2 inches away from Keira Knightley's ass.
As Peter walks by, he turns to Mark. Mark, my friend, I am so glad that you didn't do any of your bollocks surprises, because honestly, I have a weak heart, I've got a condition, and if any more crazy surprises occur, I don't know if I could take it. Anyway, so let's just pop off down the aisle, and we'll go to the limousine.
Mark's eyes fly open. There's a second of fear before the fireworks that he's planted inside the audience shoot up into the roof, bounce off, and detonate. A marching band led by elephants comes out through the side corridor.
The historic reenactor of Hannibal is atop them, doing a great job. And the reenactor of Anthony Hopkins' Hannibal character is also with them.
The Queen
no expense.
rides a skateboard down the aisle and does a cool trick and then goes off camera. And, Peter's heart is starting to overload.
Oh, the zombie beetles. The zombie beetles tear through the floor of the church. And they're screaming, "All you need is love," over and over again.
Love, 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 they say.
Mark, says Peter, wagging his finger at the rapidly transforming satyr who's trying to hide his buckling backwards knees.
He looks at Mark, winks, and then zooms the camera directly down Keira Knightley's open mouth.
Smash cut to Jamie's apartment. Boy, what a wedding! I simply, hey, how's Jamie sound? What's his voice?
Oh, hello. It's just sort of generic posh, really.
All right, generic posh.
Absolutely lower, yes.
Oh, what a wedding! Now, it's time for me to put away my tuxedo and to finally hold my lover in my arms. I've been aching for her all this... Ooh, we hear a record skip, and Jamie's shitty brother, Lamey, emerges from the boudoir. He is spraying himself with Axe body spray.
Smoking
what do you guys
2
call
cigarettes
it?
at once. We call it Lynx.
Lynx body spray.
Smoking 2 cigarettes. Oh, fuck.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise, my brother Lamey.
Hi. I just came over to borrow these cigarettes.
Okay, well, it's good to see you, bruv. It's
and a shirt. Do you have a shirt I could borrow? Because I'm not wearing one currently.
Huh, well, you can have the one right off my back.
Oh, that's so kind of you, dude.
Yeah, anyway, I was thinking about how we're bad sons to Mum, and we should go and take her out for lunch. And, just like really solidify our relationship. Oh?
A call comes from above the living room upstairs. Lamey! I'm wet and ready! Come and ride me and put me away damp before your awful brother gets home!
Well, if I... Lamey pulls out a Snickers and begins to voraciously eat it. We hear the voice of God. Need a little time? Don't forget your Snickers. As this advert comes to a close. Did you have those, Grant? Like the stupid...
Snickers?
I don't know if it's Twix, Kit Kat, or Snickers. Like someone makes a mistake and then they instantly shove a candy bar in their mouth as though that's a plausible excuse to not talk.
Like we had, I think it was someone who was like it was Liza Minnelli, and then she ate a Snickers bar and she calmed down and was just like a bloke. That Liza Minnelli was sort of overacting in a diva. I think that was the you're not yourself when you're hungry. That was the line.
That's my secret. I'm always hungry.
Colin Firth eats 8 to 9 Snickers and drives off in a car towards France.
I shall retreat post-width to my castle in France and take a small cadre of my best knights. Come, retinue.
Very good, sir.
Oh, man. Jamie's 3 disenfranchised noble daughters are pissed off that he didn't leave their kingdom to them. I hope this doesn't come back to bite him in some way.
Is that King Lear?
It's a King Lear reference.
I'm sorry, I don't know King Lear.
You bloody donut.
I'm sorry.
I also learned Gordon Ramsay insults, which I don't know if are actual British slang or if Gordon Ramsay's just like a weirdo who calls people donuts and donkeys.
That's just a thing he says.
Oh, okay.
He gets excited, and that's okay.
Excitement is okay once a year. Speaking of excitement, the rubble of a pornographic set is being searched by police. Yes, it was obviously a bombing. All characters that were filming this pornography were unfortunately incinerated.
You mean there's no survivors whatsoever? No reference to this any more in the muffing?
No, in fact, I think if you were to have an ordered list of the scenes in some sort of a small notation form, you'd want to just strike these through immediately.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, you know what else is heartbreaking?
What's that?
That sandwich you're eating. It's full of cholesterol. Give me that.
Okay.
Pretty good joke.
Do you want to...
Smash guy. Uh-oh, we've had 2 wedding scenes and now a funeral scene. Daniel wasn't just shitting you when he was crying on the phone and calling Karen, a.k.a. Emma Thompson. Liam Neeson, the great Daniel himself, stands at his wife's funeral lectern. After delivering his lecture on Vikings, Traitors or Raiders is the title of this lecture. He turns his PowerPoint presentation to images of his wife. Now, as you know, my wife, she's traveled the great fjord into the astral plane, and she's gone the way of so many before her. And now, instead of I standing on the cliffs of Connemara, weeping, keening even, for her to return from the great sea of the afterlife, I'm just going to stand here and play some Bay City Rollers for you.
Hey, Dad!
Yeah?
Dad! A small boy, who I believe was in Game of Thrones, a small boy is there. It's Daniel's stepson.
You want to know something really disturbing?
Kind of.
That small boy who was in Game of Thrones grew up to be the guy with the horrible mustache in The Queen's Gambit, which is an excellent series on Netflix.
Okay.
But he's just unsettling looking with that stash.
He was weird looking at the age of 10, and he's weird looking now.
I thought he was cute, but I saw this right after seeing M. Night Shyamalan's Unbreakable, which has a very sad-looking boy in it. And so this little hobbity boy I was okay with. Anyway.
Dad!
Oh, hold on, everyone. Could we pause the funeral? I gotta go talk to my not son, but I'm gonna raise him as though he's my own. Yes, stepson.
Dad! I'm real sad about Mom, but don't you think playing the Bay City Rollers is inappropriate and jarring?
Yeah, it seems stupid, isn't it? But it was her dying wish. I was like, would you care for the last rites? And she was like, no, I want to hear the Bay City Rollers once I'm dead.
Well, okay.
So we're gonna listen to this same song 14 times.
Bye, bye, baby, bye, bye. I'm carry on narrating, please. Bye, bye, baby, don't make me.
The choir of angels singing "Bye Bye Beatty," "Bye Bye Warren Beatty" from just above the ceiling of the church fades away off into Irish heaven. Carrying Liam Neeson's dead wife's soul kicking and screaming. We follow that scene with this scene. It's a wedding reception. Everybody's moving, everybody's grooving, except for The Walking Dead's Mark, who is sitting, drinking a pint and sadly glued to his flip video recorder, filming Peter and Juliet dancing.
Rubbing his thigh with his other hand.
Oh, yeah, that's what I like to see. Two grown adults having consensual marital dance.
Oh, yeah, move around real gentle like on my friend. Oh, it's Laura Linney.
Hi, I'm Laura Linney, an American. Laura Linney winks at the camera.
You have a normal voice.
Yeah, thank God. She shakes my hand, Mark Solof's hand, and we continue the muffing.
We can see that Mark is crying a little bit as he records. There are little greasy tears running down his face and going into his mouth, which he licks up hungrily.
Grant, don't tell them about how I cry during muffing. Laura Linney, very bold, puts her arm around Mark and says, "Hey, are you in love with that other man?"
What a ridiculous assumption that you would think I was a gay man. No, I'm simply filming them for other purposes.
Did somebody say Gaiman? Says Neil Gaiman, emerging from his shadow portal. Oh no, I'm terribly late for an appointment with my awful wife, Amanda Palmer. Coming, dear. I don't think Amanda Palmer is awful. I just think Neil Gaiman is probably her little whipping boy. Which is fine. It's fine if it's consensual.
They all go back off to the same place where Christina Aguilera was banished to. Hell.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so forward. It's just you seem so sad, and I heard that was your best friend, and you've been filming like either him or like just like a foot and a half away from him all night.
I've been filming point blank away from his new wife. It's important I capture everything on film for my Parava records.
Okay, oops, I got a phone call from a mysterious man who's going to continue bothering me for quite some time throughout the picture. Anyway.
How misleading.
Who?
How misleading.
I'm misleading, and I'll have you know, Mr.
Get out
Bach.
of the way, misleading. I'm trying to film Pirates of the Caribbean's Keira Knightley over here.
Oh, I don't blame you. Smash cut to the head editor of Whiz Magazine, the second most popular teen magazine for teens, Harry. We're in his office. Now, you might recognize Harry from the famous sacrilegious movies, Harry Potter and the Hendersons. He plays Officer Snape.
Is that the one where the boy wizard adopts a giant man from the woods?
Yeah, a Squatch.
Yeah, strange. Squatch. Go on.
Yeah, it's Snape. It's Klaus from Die Hard, and probably something from some other thing where he played the exact same guy. We see Alan Rickman typing away in his editorial office. Suddenly, in a cloud of lustful perfume, Mia, his stylishly haired secretary, slinks in.
Oh, hello, Mia. I've got some...
Hello, Harry. I happen to have an announcement for you. Would you care to know who is going to make an entrance?
Yeah, I'm always interested in seeing who can make an entrance, yes.
Why, it's none other than a woman, Sarah, the American from the last scene.
That implies some time has passed. You're sitting rather uncomfortably, shifting back and forth on your seat like some sort of deer in heat. Are you okay?
Hi, it's me, Sarah.
Hello. Sarah, please, come in. Close the door, turn off your phone, throw it into the laundry chute, and pull down the blackout curtains. I've got news for you.
Okay. Sexy Mia slinks her way unctuously out of the office, and the door closes as though it's brand new and has been oiled for several weeks. Sarah sits down and she pierces the tiny tether attaching the phone to her heart and flushes it down Alan Rickman's trash toilet.
Thank you.
Okay, this is really hard for me because, as you know, I have a thing with my phone.
I understand. You must answer your phone.
What is it, boss man? As you know, we've been working together for a long time, so you can say anything you want to me, I guess.
Look out there across the office. You can see our head designer, Carl, the guy from Westworld.
Oh, the bandit from Westworld. So handsome.
Yeah, he's a real piece of meat, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, how long have you been in love with Carl?
Sarah searches frantically for a cup of tea. She grabs it, downs it in one, and then vomits it back out in surprise.
Perfectly filling the cup.
How did you know that I was in love with Carl?
Well, despite my misunderstandings of romantic approaches, given Mia's lubricated advances towards me, it's readily apparent that you're keen on having lots of babies with this man, or at least a good old-fashioned shag.
Oh.
So how about you go and tell him you're interested in good old rogering, and we'll just sort of get all that tension out the way.
Harry, if it weren't the early 2000s, you'd be in trouble for all this harassment. But
I'm not sure whether this is directed to harassment, but okay.
I feel like it's harassment. It's unwanted.
Yeah, it's a call to speak to HR, certainly. We don't have an HR department. Liam Neeson shot them.
Well, good. You shouldn't have hired all those wolves. So, Harry, even though y'all, like, you've worked with me for so many years and you're, like, 3 years my senior,
yes.
I feel like you're, like, a father figure. I don't know if I'm ready to ask him out. I'll do it. Whatever. It's Christmas, and apparently on Christmas people do dumb shit. Ack.
Very good. Here, he reaches his hand down the phone toilet and pulls out the phone. You can turn this on now.
Oh, thank you. She grabs it and with her E.T. finger reignites the love magic that operates the phone. Ooh. As she leaves, Alan Rickman pulls out his Taskmaster TV show card and checks off the task box that says, force one of your employees to admit their love for another employee.
It's going to be a good Christmas for Alan Rickman.
But not for you, Mr. Potter. He looks into a magic mirror and sees Harry cheating on a test.
Sees Harry just jacking off behind the sheds.
Blimey!
Smash cut to radio station. Marcus Brigstock.
Who's Marcus Brigstock?
He's a comedian. Marcus Brigstock, who is a very tall, very lumpy man. It's like he hadn't quite finished baking. Marcus Brigstock is here, and he's interviewing Bill Nye, Billy Mack, about his new album. So, Billy, hi, welcome to the show.
Hey, what it is, what it was, what it could be, my man. This is how I talk.
Yeah, it's Elvis, yeah.
So what can I do you for, Mr. Deej?
Well, I was interested just to sort of hear how you think this new song is that you're releasing. Any good?
Oh, what's the name of the song? Love Is All Around You, the one that I wrote by Wet Wet Wet.
God damn it, it's Christmas, it's all around us, says his manager. But it's through a soundproof booth, so it sounds like...
Look at that dancing idiot. That guy cracks me up, man. Anyway,
look at that real fat piece of shit.
Christmas all around you. So basically, just between you, me, and the little mouse in my pocket. Hey, Algernon. Anyway, it's a piece of shit. Can I say that on the radio? It's a piece of shit. The single.
Yeah, absolutely fine. Yes, it's not apparently there's no problem swearing in this film. You can go for it.
This single sucks shit. We just shouted out real quick before Christmas because I'm in a lot of trouble with the tax man, if you know what I'm saying.
Outside, a black helicopter hovers outside of the radio studios, and the tax man lowers his high-caliber sniper rifle. It seems he's been rumbled, but it'll come back later. I'll get you next time, Bill Nye.
Is Taxman Liam Neeson's alter ego for when he goes out a-killin'.
Yes, sorry, let me take that again. I'll get you next time, Bill Nye.
Ooh. Anyway, so I want everybody to reach into your little British coin purses, whatever you use for wallets over here, and buy my album. Now, I understand there's a young hot boy group called Blue.
Yes.
I don't like them. I don't
Blue.
like them. You shouldn't like them. They don't want to make America great again. And yeah, so it's important for some reason that my album beats their album in sales.
Well, Christmas #1's kind of a big thing in this country, especially in the early 2000s.
Is it really?
Yeah, it mattered.
It did?
Yes.
It's unheard of here in the U.S.
Yes, well, I think you have Billboard or something along those lines.
We do have like charts, but like who
mm.
gives a shit about the #1 song, especially at Christmas? Who cares?
Well, here's the thing. There's only about 15 people in England.
Oh, yeah.
So you know. So it's really important that, you know, we can work out who's the best at music, who gets the most money. So that's really good. So I'm glad that you're on board with that. And Blue, you heard it here first. Fuck you from Billy Mack.
Yeah. Smash cut. 2. The 10 Downing Street Conference Room. The title card reads, 4 weeks till Christmas. We see the British advisors to the Prime Minister. All the generals, all the cabinet members, all the sycophants, the lords and ladies, the courtiers, all the, like, expensive dogs on leashes. Like a ferret or something is in Hugh Grant's. I was going to say Hugh Jackman's. A ferret is in the Prime Minister's hand, and a golden orb is in the other.
The ferret is wearing a judge's wig.
What is it? Ermines? Are those the old? Okay,
those are the fancy ones. Yeah. Now, gentlemen, ladies, non-binary folks, what are we going to do about this upcoming visit from the USA? I hear President Billy Bob Thornton's coming over.
Well. Yes, he is, my friend. As you know, I'm...
yes, our American cultural attaché, yes.
Yeah, American cultural attaché, Chadwick... no.
Nope.
American cultural attaché, Bill Bobkins right here, Your Honor.
Mr.
And,
Bobkins.
Let me tell you this. I lived amongst the Americans under top secret cover for quite a while. These sons of bitches are gonna try to ram your dick into the dirt 2 ways from last Tuesday. So you really gotta hold firm. You gotta push them around, just like that song from Matchbox 20 or whatever. Did that come out already in this timeline?
What, the one with Carlos Santana?
I want to push you around. Well, I will. Three doors down. Who is it?
Cool. Well, thanks for your input. I'm just not sure that we have enough cultural gumption to push back across the tea and biscuits.
This is highly irregular, but I, the Lord Chamberlain, shall allow it. The Lord Chamberlain crosses the vast marble expanse.
It takes like 3 uninterrupted minutes.
He's using his ornate walking stick because his rotund spherical form really benefits from the ornamentation.
His ivory shoes clack against the marble floors.
He opens the giant creaking wooden doors. Yes, who may it be?
Hello there, it's me, Natalie. I brought round tea and breasts for everyone.
Natalie, the chubbiest servant of the Prime Minister.
Oh, I don't know about that.
His own corpulence shakes around and threatens to push Natalie back out of the door.
Like a Mexican wave of flesh.
Sorry, let Natalie in. Natalie, yes, who do I have to fuck for a chocolate biscuit around here?
Oh, well, that'd be me, sir.
Hugh Grant accidentally makes eye contact with Natalie for the prolonged 3-minute time that it takes her to cross the chamber.
It's 10-second shots of both their faces over and over for the entire 3-minute thing, while the Lord Chancellor stomps back behind her in his ivory high heels. Here you are, Governor. We've got some chocolate digestives. We've got some obnobs. We've got some pink wafers. We've got some jammy dodgers. We've got all kinds of British biscuits. Now tell me, sir, 1 lump or 2 in your tea?
Good. Jeez. The Prime Minister pulls on his collar and accidentally rips his whole shirt off. Cheap British tailoring. The Brits notoriously bad for their needlework.
They place their hands on the same
Crumpet.
chocolate bourbon, on the same crumpet.
Ooh, says the trollop. Grant,
Yeah.
I mix up crumpets, which I think are a food,
Yeah,
with
it's like a breakfast bun.
with like bustles, like the butt part of like fancy
Yeah, absolutely.
Edwardian ladies' dresses.
You know,
Victorian.
You know what really gets me fucking mad, Mark Sohoff?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what really grinds my gears? We call English muffins in this country. The fuck is that? We call American muffins muffins.
Well, I'll tell you what, my friend. We have American cheese.
Yeah.
Kraft American singles.
Yeah, but that's
Why
special, isn't it?
No, it's. I
No.
mean, it's just. Okay, maybe it's not as.
No other bugger would have it.
Maybe it's not as distinct as a difference as English muffin versus muffin. Because those are two really different types of treats. One is savory, one is flavory.
Mm-hmm.
American cheese is like basically a plastic cheese product.
It's fine to melt near meat. That's okay with me. What a great aside this was.
Yeah, I'm sorry that we took your muffins, but you know what?
Mm-hmm.
You guys say chips instead of fries. How do you think that makes an American feel when they go to the one British burger restaurant and they order a hamburger with chips, and then some fucking trollop brings over a child-sized portion of
fries? I guess it was
French fries.
French
fries.
Enough about muffins. Let's get on to the muffin.
A tiny spark zaps between the man hand and the fam hand.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, sir. It must have been all the leftover grease on my hands.
All right, you greasy pile of goo. That's enough out of you. We got matters of state we got to deal with, says the Minister of the Interior.
Natalie leans down and places the teacup and saucer erotically in Hugh Grant's lap, winks at him real slow. Like real
so slow. He's wondering if she's having a neurological problem.
And then sachets out of there. Again, 3-minute uninterrupted shot.
An attendant mops up the trail of grease she leaves behind her, just like that scene in Dune.
What an enormous fat woman she is, says the corpulent secretary.
Smash cut. There's smoking ruins of a porno set. A dog.
A dog through the rubble.
A dog stops to sniff around, trying to find the taste of singed meat, but alas, it's too covered in asbestos and artificial flavors. It's like bloody American cheese, the dog says.
Smash cut to Colin's car.
Fuck the bloody N1.
Colin! Cool blimey, Governor! Stop playing your bloody guitar and focus on the road, won't you?
Ooh! Colin is snapped out of his reverie and discovers that he's not driving the car. His buddy is.
That was a test and you passed. Well done.
I forgot who Colin was. I was thinking Colin Firth again. I'm sorry, everybody.
No, it's all right. Colin's the poon hand.
Right, the poon hound. Grant, could you give me the line again?
Colin, you absolute plonker! Stop playing that electric guitar in the back of the M1, will ya?
Oh, well, here are we, Tony. I'm glad that you had to give me a lift to the airport, and you weren't on the porno set where some may have seen you But we're friends. We're mates, not friends.
Yeah.
And
No, blokes and we're mates. I understand that. I cannot endorse this ridiculous plan of yours to go and get your dick wet in the US of A.
look, the USA is legendary for fit, sexually aggressive women.
Birds, we call them.
Birds, especially in the American Midwest, home of cheese addiction. I intend to show up at the first bar in Wisconsin and find California-style babes who have loose morals and just want to sex positive all over me.
It's a pie-in-the-sky nonsense idea, Colin, but I'll drive you to the airport.
All right, well...
It's going to be hard for me to hand out sandwiches on my own without you sexually molesting everyone you hand one to.
Look, I don't know if I'll ever return. I might be fucked to death. But if I do, I shall return a legend with a giant knob! Colin yells out the car to all the people standing in line outside the airport.
Cool and normal thing to say.
That's quite irregular.
Smash cut!
To
Harry's office.
Harry's office. Once again, let us not forget, it's in the penthouse of
Whiz
magazine.
It's Quiz magazine. Quim magazine. Quim Quiz
no,
magazine. All of the vaginal questions.
It's gotta be Whiz.
Whiz is here. Mia, please come into my office for a second.
The door slowly, sensually swings open. Oh, hello, it is me, Mia. I have adopted a bit of an international accent to become even more alluring to you.
Yes, you're very much from Europe, aren't you?
I mean, we're all in Europe, technically.
No, you're more from Europe than I am. I'm Alan Rickman.
I don't make that distinction being an American. Okay, yes, I'm very continental.
Yes, that's better.
She kisses him on the hand.
Yeah.
Now, what menial, dirty task did you have for me, sir?
I've got terrible news for you. You're going to have to arrange the work Christmas party.
Mia throws her head back and rolls her eyes and stomps about the office petulantly.
Is that okay?
I guess, she says, and pulls herself together.
Now, we're going to need to bring wives, and I suppose some sort of booze would be present. Any ideas for events you think we might do there?
People just love to beat each other at laser tag.
I wasn't aware of this, but you're a hip European. Okay, checks out.
Let's have a real steamy, fog-filled evening of sweating and competition as we shoot into each other's bodies.
Sounds pretty good to me. Sure. I'm looking forward to shooting into your waiting chest.
One final question, boss. Shall I be stringing mistletoe all about?
It might constitute a health and safety hazard. I'm worried we might interact with a laser tag.
But what about those looking to be kissed? She says, and she holds up a cartoonish arrow to her own mouth.
Very well. Put up some mistletoe, I suppose, but I look forward to dueling you on the field.
A match it will be.
Very good.
Are you going to leave your office?
No, you should leave my office. This is my office.
Okay. Mia picks up all her stuff that she had laid out on his desk. I thought I was kind of taking it over. Anyway. Smash cut! To Liam Neeson's house.
Above
Liam Neeson.
Fab Magazine.
No, that's right. Above Fab Magazine, competitor to Whiz Magazine. Liam Neeson bangs on the floor with a broom. Keep it down, you bloody idiots. As Fab Magazine is having their holiday party early. Of course, the standard British office party, they're playing laser tag.
The traditional laser tag, yes. Someone's opened the photocopier and has photographed the gun and is shooting someone sideways with it.
Karen is in the kitchen with Daniel, aka Liam Neeson, and they're chopping up the Christmas pudding.
So, why have you called me over here? Yes, who plays me again?
Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson.
Professor Trelawney.
Hello. Yes. So, why have you called me over here? Just to complain at me again, have you? Huh? You big old wimp. You massive pussy.
Will, I called her here for 3 very distinct reasons. Reason number 1, my wife has died, and I'm
this again?
Yes, I'm basically a single father now, and it's pretty difficult to raise a boy all on my own. So, okay, I see the comfort's not coming.
Just get through the reasons, you sad fuck.
Sorry. Reason number 2, I believe we're chopping up this Christmas pudding prematurely. There are still 2 months before Christmas.
It's 1 month before Christmas.
I'm terribly sorry. I'm on Irish time.
Okay.
And reason number 3, I have a confession to make. He opens up one of the kitchen cabinets and pulls out an armored suit, the cape and cowl that all of London knows to belong to the vigilante, the tax man. Karen, you're the only one I've told this secret to.
Daniel.
But I'm the tax man.
No.
Yes.
The string of murders at pornographic shoots.
I had to do it. For legal reasons. Those people were overdue on their taxes, and also for personal reasons, because they touched my daughter.
And Billy Mack. I heard that you're hunting him as well.
Billy Mack is the nation's greatest tax lout. And
tax fiend.
And he's a tax goblin, and anytime you strike him with an axe, the satchel he carries over his back unloads a piece of treasure. Sometimes it's common, but sometimes it's rare, epic, or legendary. And so I need to shoot him to finally obtain the greatest treasure of all.
Well, listen. You can't afford to be complaining about your dead bloody wife if you're looking to get a little bit of skirt. Do you understand me? If you want to get up in a woman's business, you've just got to nip this whole dead wife thing in the bud, okay?
Oh.
And, I suppose, get on with killing people, all right? Oh, always with the drama.
I know we got a lot to unpack here, but I did not say I was on the prowl for some quim. I just said my wife is dead. I'm not looking to get fucked.
There's no way you're going to be happy unless you're engaging in active sexual conquests.
It's like this movie was written by a horny man.
It was, wasn't it? A lot of breasts.
The devil
A lot
himself.
of breasts for a Christmas film, isn't there?
Yeah. Anyway, one more thing. Samuel, the my illegitimate son, whatever you call. Hey Samuel. He's unhappy. He's unhappy, and should I talk to him?
I don't bloody know. I suppose so. Yeah. I personally have a child who lives in my house who never speaks to me, and I love it. But I suppose you could talk to him if you want to be a wimp about it. Oh, I hate you so much. I'm going to kill your next wife, just like I did the last one.
Oh.
I've said too much.
Fortunately, Samuel was leafing through a laser tag pamphlet as she said that. Wait, not Samuel. Yeah, Samuel was doing it.
They were both leafing through laser tag pamphlets.
Liam Neeson was helping Samuel read the complicated English words. This is flavor, but it has a U in it. You don't pronounce the U in it.
All right.
Samuel, to the bench! The taxman symbol rotates across the screen.
Just
and
a P45 form pushes up to the screen and then comes back.
We see Daniel and Samuel sitting on the Weeper's bench, right on the bank of the River Thames, the only river in England.
The tour guide leads the group up alongside the Weeper's bench, and you'll see on your right here the Weeper's bench, where famous actors bring their stepchildren to cry. It's been in operation since 1750, when Lord Privy Chamberlain, Cancel Dukeman the Lord, instituted it and brought his stepson here to have a weep about the war.
Excuse me, sir. When are we going to get to see the famous tortoise of the Thames?
Oh, perhaps you will be lucky, and look, there he is, he's breaching!
Oh!
The famous tortoise of the Thames, a full foot across, comes up from underneath the water and then goes back down.
All of the British people fall to their knees and cross themselves.
Oh, it's a blatant miracle!
As we all know, the tortoise of the Thames is reputed to carry the soul of legendary King Arthur within its breast.
Yeah, and if it ever comes out the river,
Mhm.
things are back on the up and up for Britain, we figure.
Boris Johnson is in trouble,
Mm-hmm.
because here comes the real king.
Yeah, a turtle in a crown.
Just like Lewis Carroll always imagined.
Dad,
Was it Lewis Carroll or Lewis?
Dad, I'm sad about Mom's death. Oh, wait, no, I'm not sad about Mom's death. It's someone else.
You think you know sadness? I'm an actor who actually lost his wife, actually.
Yeah,
And I'm playing
yeah.
this character who lost his wife.
yeah, it's a little bit close to the bone.
Yeah. Do you know Kelsey Grammer's brother was eaten by a shark? And then he went on Saturday Night Live and they wrote a skit where he played James Bond and he was being eaten by a shark. And he had lines like, "Stop eating me, a great bloody shark."
I mean, I don't like Kelsey Grammer, but I don't think he deserves that.
Is he cancelled?
Yeah,
Really?
he's one of them Republicans. He seems like a real asshole.
Oh, that's bad. Not as bad as maybe stalking a man, as I think I admitted to.
Which one are you?
Isn't Liam Neeson cancelled?
Less so, I believe.
Yeah. Sorry, Liam Neeson. You're not coming back to the Nolan Batman franchise.
Anyway, Dad.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I had a real flight of fancy where I was...
Dad, I know that Mom died, and that's okay. But the real reason I'm sad is I'm in love with a girl.
What?
I'm in love with a girl.
Yeah, you shouldn't be in love. You're like 3 years old.
I'm 10. I got all my.
Yeah, we idiot.
I got a pubin.
Hi, I'm Pubin, the friendly elf. And I counseled this 10-year-old to follow his heart.
I'm uncomfortable with you speaking to my son like that. You do know who I am.
Yes, you're the famous murderer of tax evaders. Well, let me tell you, I'm over 400 years old and never claimed to be a citizen of the realm, so I don't pay tax.
Liam Neeson drowns the elf in a river.
Oh, no, hey, a tortoise, blah, blah.
He throws the damp corpse into a wall.
So he drowned it and then picked up his corpse and desecrated the
Well,
corpse.
because he's an elf, so it's like a little sort of pixie elf guy, so I think he just holds him under the water and then picks him up and throws him when his hat comes off.
Fun.
So yeah, I'm in love with a girl.
Well, I've got nothing on. Let's go get her.
Oh, Jimmy the Pops! You're gonna help me win the girl's heart?
Yeah. Love is total agony.
Oh, no.
And so we're gonna alleviate that by setting you up for situations which might really hurt your feelings, but, you know, whatever. I'm new to this dad stuff.
Okay, let's go.
Taxman symbol flashes up on screen.